are using Duolingo. Duolingo to become fluent on your language journey. Did I mention that some of y'all are using Duolingo to become fluent on your language journey? So I want to just do a deep dive into why that's not really working. It is not working. It is not working. How long have you been doing this? Have you been seeing the results that you want to see? Really think about that, and let's talk about why that could be. So, Duolingo is an amazing app for those of you who don't know. I put it in the same category of like Babbel and maybe even Rosetta Stone and any other language learning app out there, Forever Fluent, that's really claiming to make a person fluent in a language. Now let's talk about what it does really well so that you can know how to use that to execute your bilingual journey. So number one, what does Duolingo do very well? Well, Duolingo does have the ability to, teach you new words, new catchphrases, new verb of the day, so be it. Duolingo also does a good job at reminding you that you need to be studying your language on a regular basis. We do like that here at 21 British Language School. Duolingo also does a good job at giving some type of rewards every time you go on the app and you go ahead and you learn some new words and you get those liggets, okay? Who doesn't like a bunch of liggets? It also has an accountability piece that will send you daily reminders and it lets you choose your learning streak. So if you say you can get on the Duolingo for 3 days a week, then my God, Duolingo gonna be sending you an email hoping that you getting on that thing 3 days a week. And the last thing Duolingo does is it also has a really cool podcast, which you haven't checked that out. You really need to go ahead and go over to that little podcast app in your iPhone and hit subscribe because it does a good job at giving bilingual current event stories about everyday people in everyday world. Those are all good things. However, using those types of things to become fluent is
not sufficient enough.
I mean, how am I going to become fluent if I can't use these apps to do so? And why are they even advertising it to do all of that?
I don't really know the answers to those questions. So the reason why Duolingo will never make you fluent is because Duolingo's not a human being. It's just not. It's not a human being. Most people need to have some type of feedback system to where someone is telling them what they're really doing well to build up their confidence. Now, Duolingo is not really going to build up your confidence, or if it does build up your confidence, it's not going to maintain your confidence. Every time you get something wrong, it's a major setback, and one can feel like,
oh my God, I'm not progressing. I'm not even where I should be. I should have more liggets by now.
Liggets. What is a ligget anyway? Next thing is, as far as Duolingo not meeting your language need, it's not really teaching you based off of your learning method. Just because it's telling you you're getting that concept right on the app, it doesn't mean you know how to apply it. Like, just because you knew that the verb tiene goes in that little blank spot in the little sentence that they give you, doesn't mean you actually know how to use these words in an everyday conversation. In fact, there's no language coach on the other end of that prompting you to have an actual conversation. And I know that people think,
well, I don't really want to speak another language because I don't want to speak before I'm fluent.
Did you know if you don't speak that language and apply what you learned from Duolingo, you're not ever going to be fluent? You need a human being to talk to. And I know a lot of people think, wow, I never really realized that I need to speak everything I know in the beginning, but you do. You need to speak everything you know in the beginning so that you can apply directly what you learn. And Duolingo doesn't put people in a real life scenario to have real life application to what they're learning. I could be wrong. Go ahead and drop the comment below if you think that I'm wrong about any of this, okay? If you are a more hands-on learner, it's not really giving you the information in a hands-on way for you to learn. What it's really going to take to be able to learn another language is you having a language coach you really using apps like Duolingo to enhance your language experience, but not relying on it 100% to get you to that fluency that you desire. You're gonna need a solid language plan, somebody that maps out a roadmap with you to help you set goals as to where you wanna be in the next month. You should be on the plan to where you can see your progress over the months. You know what I mean? You also need to be in a group setting where you're forced to speak the language with other people in conjunction with the beautiful app of Duolingo and the amazing things it can do to the learner. But that surely can't be the only thing that you do. I didn't become fluent in Spanish until I was being taught from a proven method. And Duolingo may not be your proven method. If you are struggling in any type of way in Spanish and French, you feel like you've just hit those roadblocks. You've been in all these all these immersion programs, and you just feel like you're just really not getting to where you want to be. Go ahead and DM me, comment below. Do click the link in my bio and the link in the description box. If you want to hear from me on a one-on-one basis, get in contact with me, or you want a discovery call, definitely do that. And I promise you that I will set out time to connect with you during the week. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that your language journey is a successful journey and not a waste of time journey.